So you're doing $12 million a year in wholesaling. First, let's be very, very clear with everybody that's listening. And what is your definition of a wholesale deal?
A wholesale deal is essentially finding someone who wants to sell their property or finding a distressed property, making them an offer. We buy houses, we buy ugly houses, okay? Cash house sales, things like this. That is the marketing that we do as wholesalers to get someone who wants to sell their house. You make them an offer, you put it in writing, you sign it, and then you sell it for a profit with what they call an assignment fee. And ultimately, it's kind of like a pawn shop. Somebody's in a situation or somebody just wants cash. I use the example of my bedroom set. I had a condo here and I had to move quickly because of a situation. And my next condo was furnished. But I spent like $3,000 on this bedroom set, and I had to move in 2 weeks. So I put my bedroom set on Craigslist, and for $2,000, no one bought it. Then I lowered it to $1,000, no one bought it. I ended up selling the bedroom set for $200 because I was a motivated seller. So people do that with their homes all the time when they need cash or when they're just in a situation that they just want to sell it, and whether it's time, whether they run out of money, whether they run out of patience. So that's how I'd explain wholesaling in a simplified version.
Let's make sure I got it right. So your definition of a wholesale deal is, first of all, step one, you market to find motivated sellers. And my guess is all of these motivated sellers of houses are what we call off-market houses. They're not in the multiple listing service, right?
That's right. Well, you could do multiple listing service, but yes, mainly off-market.
All right. So you're marketing all the time. You're finding motivated sellers. You and your team negotiate the deal. You get it under contract. Now, as a wholesale deal, you're not going to what we call take that deal down. You're not going to close on that deal. You're not going to buy that house. You're going to assign your contract with that seller to another buyer that's actually going to close on it, correct?
Correct.
And when you assign that contract, you as a wholesaler, you're going to collect an assignment fee, right?
That's right.
All right. So 2 questions. In today's market, what are your top 3 favorite ways of finding motivated sellers in this market that's like the toughest ever it's been to find motivated sellers? How do you do it? Tell us the secret sauce. The secret sauce, Raul.
I could tell you, Jay, but you can't tell anyone, okay?
I won't tell anybody but my audience.
So the top 3 ways out of much trial and error is, number 1 is Google advertising. So very simply, wherever you're from, let's say, so I'm in Miami, Florida, Jay, you're in North Carolina. So let's say someone searches sell my house fast, North Carolina on Google, okay? There's websites that pop up and they say ad and say things like that. So we do a lot of that marketing. You can pay for that. It's called pay per click, and it's not that simple, but it's very learnable. Okay, there's videos on YouTube, there's courses and everything. But that's number 1 way of how we're getting deals. We're buying certain keywords in certain areas across the nation. So if somebody sells, we just did a deal in Boise, Idaho. We're located in South Florida, but we turn on this Google advertising in the best cities in the U.S. in order to be able to get the best deals in the best markets for the best prices. So anyway, number 1 is Google advertising. That is our bread and butter way. Number 2 is text message marketing, which is sending text messages to homeowners and just like a cold call. So if you do a cold call, you say, hey, Mr. Seller, I saw your house in the neighborhood. You wouldn't be interested in selling, would you? We say those things via text. And the 3rd way is direct mail. Direct mail, yes, it still works, believe it or not.
Are you kidding? Is the United States Postal Service still open?
I think so. I think they only do a little bit of revenue. So, yeah, they're still open. And honestly, direct mail has probably been our most consistent ever. Believe it or not, it doesn't pay us the most, like meaning that we won't make the most out of it, but it's very, very consistent. So those are the top 3 ways, really, just direct mail, texting, and Google advertising.